And now enjoy this free Jason Modcast show.
The World of Myth Bits.
Welcome to this week's edition of the World of Myth Bits podcast. I am your co-host, Mike Lutz.
And I'm Stephanie Barty.
How are you doing, Steph?
I'm good.
Choking to death over yonder.
I was in the middle of saying something when you started the countdown, so I had to kind of like, I heard the click. Oh shit, gotta shut up.
I know, I was trying to catch you again. Almost did.
I'm getting wise to your ways.
I should shut those clicks off. That's what it is. You're getting too much of a heads up.
No, I just getting wise to your ways. You're going to have to come up with bigger and better stuff.
If I have to.
Keep drinking.
There's no fear of that ever ending. Vodka?
Yep.
Atta girl. Mason jar full of vodka.
Moonshine.
There you go. So what's new and exciting?
Not a whole hell of a lot.
No?
I went down to a local coffee shop, the Grounded Coffee Company. There's a plug, because, they're awesome people.
Are they sponsoring us?
No.
They get no plug.
But they might.
Really?
They might.
Will they?
I don't know.
Well,
I can't see. I was playing with tarot cards today, but I can't see in the future, so.
Okay.
It is October, so, I'm getting my full witchy on.
There you go. Well, I said, I had, this morning when I woke up, when we're recording this, I said I busted out the runes. I haven't had those out in a long time. And I said, I pulled some out, threw them down, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, that's about the face.
That makes sense. So.
That's about the face I had when I read them, when I saw them.
Yeah.
And I was going to comment and say, yeah, pretty accurate, asshole.
Well, it was one of those things. Like I said, I used to do, kind of a daily. What's the matter?
I smell pot.
Are you smoking in the house?
No.
No,
I don't smoke. I vape, and I don't do pot. Not in the house.
Is your daughter?
She's not even home.
Maybe it's a pot smoking ghost.
It could be a pot smoking neighbor. I'll just breathe deeply.
I don't think secondhand smokes works that far away. I think
you can get a con.
No, you can get.
Well, you have to be near them, but yeah. you can get a contact high.
I've been a victim of a contact high before, but I don't think you can be like inside your house in a house away.
Either that or it's a skunk. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Well, okay.
Skunk from a distance can smell like really bad pot. That's why they call it skunkweed.
And the more you know. Ding.
Anyway.
Yeah. So there is that. So your neighbor's getting high in the garden next door, which is probably very, very soon or next week. Yeah.
Oh, the people around here do it like it's legal anyway.
Well, this time
they grow it.
They really don't have to worry about hiding it too much next week. And when the 17th, it becomes legal on countrywide legality of recreational marijuana use. I never thought this day was coming.
Nope.
I grew up enough like what was that one? Reefer Madness.
Oh my God.
Remember that movie? I remember that got played in my school as part of the like scaring us straight.
Reefer Madness. They were smoking marijuana cigarettes.
Yeah. He said, woe be to anybody that smokes marijuana. And I'm just like, I'm watching this as a kid. I'm going, what? Why? Okay. And
Dude,
then,
you have no idea what's out there.
no.
You're worried about pot.
Yeah. They said the pot is like the least of the worries right now, but
Yeah.
it's,
I don't know how they say it's a gateway drug because you smoke, you get high, you get macrame to the couch.
unless like your local pizza joint is called Gateway Pizza. So,
You know.
I had a couple friends of mine. One's, both are cops. One's retired, one's still on. And I said, talking to my one buddy that's retired, he goes, I love finding people that are high on marijuana because all they want to do is go home. They want to get chips and go home. And I'm going, he goes, I would much rather run into 10 of those than 10 drunk assholes because the 10 drunk assholes, all they want to do is fight. So
8 out of the 10 are going to want to fight you. The other 2 are going to be female and will barf all over your shoes.
yeah, and cry. And
cry.
And try and talk you out of giving them a ticket and stuff like that.
Yep.
But like I said, chips and home. I said, that's fine. Like, no big deal there.
Sweet, salty couch.
Yeah. 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 I said,
That's why most pot smokers smoke at home.
snacks are at home. You preload your snacks in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn on Spotify and get some good tunes going and just relax.
Pretty much. Or, you watch a really fucked up movie like The Doors. And understand it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a couple, like, what was that one?
Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Pink Floyd, The Wall. There's that one Disney one where Mickey was the wizard. Fantasia.
Oh, Fantasia. Yeah, you can't understand that unless you're high.
No. You see, yeah, either get on weed or mushrooms and watch Fantasia, and it all makes sense thereafter.
See, I've never done mushrooms, so I'm too paranoid.
It's
my paranoia is because you can have hallucinations.
That's the whole idea of mushrooms.
I know. And I know what I come up with all on my own, perfectly sober.
Yeah.
I don't want to see what my mind is going to create standing in front of me.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I said I've been to a couple places out in the woods, and
I've been high on pot and had to talk myself down.
Yeah. Well, I've gone. See, there was that lolly interrupting me. I started a story and you jumped in there.
Sorry.
Your podcast etiquette.
Sorry.
See, there's natural breaks to the conversation, and it's not when you want to talk. See, there's that natural break. You should have jumped in there. I'm not telling you not to talk. I'm just saying.
I'm giving you the opportunity to finish your story.
Well, you were looking at me like, well, no, I don't want to talk anymore. Well,
like that's ever going to stop me. Come on now.
well, I understand that.
Be realistic.
You got to be realistic about these things. So it's fine. It's a 6-hour journey that you really dig, and then you're off to the races thereafter.
I don't know if I could do 6 hours.
Oh, as soon as you do 1 gram, you're doing 6 hours whether you want to or not.
Yeah, but now you see, they told me that about acid.
I've never done acid.
And it was the best 8 hours sleep of my life.
Yeah, okay.
My date wasn't very impressed.
Oh, you crashed and burned on your date?
I did. It was Phil's and my first date. And
You both decided to drop some acid?
when we met, he was, heavy into the drugs and in all that scene, and not anything harder than acid. Like he didn't do heroin or coke or anything like that.
No.
And we were partying with his roommate and his girlfriend, and I knew his girlfriend really well. That's how I met Phil. They kind of set us up.
Blind
And
date?
yeah, yep. Well, no, I already knew him, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We all did acid, and I asked if I could put my head in his lap, and of course, being a guy is, yeah. And I did, and best 8 hours sleep ever. He just sat on the couch and stared at the wall.
Well,
cause he was tripping.
all right. Well, okay. Everybody was happy by the sounds of it after.
Yeah, I had a good sleep.
Yeah. No, I've never done acid. I don't think I've ever been offered. No.
I can't say it's great because, I slept. Most people don't. I did.
Yeah, I know many years ago, I was at a festival and I was in the circle, I was drumming, and I think somebody gave me some mescaline.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was just like, I didn't know what was what, and I was in the groove, and somebody dropped by, hey, you want some of this? I'm like, sure. And boom, off. It was like, whoo.
All of a sudden, the world is Technicolor.
Yes, it was.
You're seeing in color and hearing in 3D.
I said the guy that I was drumming beside, I don't think he's ever, we kind of, but when I think we both started to peak, we just kind of stopped and we look at each other like, what the fuck is going on? And we just went, I don't know, but let's keep drumming, and we can't go wrong this way. And
nope.
And it was
sounds good.
It sounded good. Yeah. It was probably some of the best drumming I've ever done, because I was really fucking loose at that point in time, and everything was just flowing, and that's why I found recently edibles do me in a big bad way, and it's just either the potency of them or my
age
or me being just a weak little bitch. It's just I took some at a fest, and it was just like one little chocolate chip cookie. And it was just like, okay, you're done for the next 14 hours. And I was just like, oh, okay. But,
this sucks.
Yeah. Well, I said, I remember sitting around the campfire, and I said, at one point in time, I said, I was looking at the fires, having a great time. I was having a great time. And then all of a sudden, like I said, I closed my eyes. Like I said, my eyes felt way too heavy, and there was just no keeping them open. And I just like, all right, down they go. And I was wide awake. I was cognizant of everything that was going on around me.
You just couldn't open your eyes.
I just couldn't open my eyes or move. And I was like, it was like my ass got welded to my lawn chair. And I was just like, okay. And like I said, listen to everybody talking and drumming and having a great time. And it's just like, I'm here just like a hunk of meat that's just sitting in this lawn chair. And I said, everybody goes, oh, I think Mike's asleep. And I would sit there with my eyes closed and I go, no, I'm fine. Just leave me alone. And I went, oh, okay. And I couldn't I forgot how to open my eyes at that point in time. That part of my programming was got wiped off the hard drive. It was like, did not understand the concept of opening my eyes at that point in time. It was impossible. Impossible. I could have built a rocket and flown to Mars sooner than opening my eyes at that point in time. It was.
I forgot to breathe.
Oh no, breathing was fine.
Exhale.
Yeah.
I forgot to exhale.
Oh, that's bad. You
Yeah.
fill up like a balloon and then float away.
I'm sitting there and I couldn't figure out why my lungs were burning and why I was feeling dizzy, and I started panicking, and I'm thinking, what the hell's wrong with me? And Dana looks over at me and she's like, what is wrong with you? And I opened my mouth to speak and went, oh yeah, I forgot to exhale. She's like, oh, you're done. You are done. No more for you.
See,
Lou is out of the circle.
all right. See, that's where a good trip sitter comes in handy. Somebody that
She's awesome.
keep an eye on you, make sure you don't die or wander
Good,
off.
yep.
Well, like,
She's awesome.
that would,
She's
good,
right.
good trip sitter
She's
would
out.
like tie your foot to your lawn chair. So if you do try to get up and wander off, you're dragging a lawn chair and somebody's going to go, hey, where do you think you're going? So.
No, but she did take me outside so I could wrap myself around a marble tombstone because I thought I was going to float away.
Oh.
I just needed something big and heavy and cold. So I was wrapped, legs, arms, my entire body wrapped. We were at there was a Jewish mortuary, like they sell tombstones and stuff.
Yep.
So they had them all outside, out back. So I wasn't actually in a graveyard, but I was wrapped around this tombstone and I'm hanging on to it for dear life. Just come get me when you're done. And we're going back to your house. I'll be here hugging my new friends.
Awesome.
And that's when that was the time that I learned what my limit is. When it comes to smoking pot, I am a lightweight. 2 tokes. I'm a happy camper.
Yeah.
I am good for the next hour and a half. I'm giggly. I'm having fun. I'm laughing. I can still function.
Yep.
Because I don't like being too high where, I can't figure out how to get
Back
out
down.
of my chair. Why is my daughter calling me?
I don't know. Your phone, your video feed stopped too.
Yeah, because I told her we're podcasting and she's calling.
Oh no. And we lost her. So we're just going to pause here for a second. But
When I went to hang up, it connected the call and all I said is podcasting and hung up. But I told her, Mommy's podcasting at 8:00. So if you come home then, be aware.
she probably
That doesn't mean
probably
call me.
called to make sure to see if you're podcasting.
I'm hoping she didn't get into another accident. That just crossed my mind.
Well, if she did, she's probably going to be calling back right away. Maybe.
One would hope. Although she didn't call me the last time she got into an accident. My brother did.
Yeah, well, if your brother calls.
Yeah.
That's,
I'll know
that's the code
she's
right
got
there.
guardianing.
Yeah, if your brother calls, you're going to have to pick that one up.
Yeah. Or if she calls back.
If she calls back. So,
But she's probably cursing me out right now.
no. Teenager cursing out a parent?
Okay, teenage
Unheard of.
daughter cursing out her mother. Never happens.
Never happens?
No, not in a million.
Wow. That's... I probably got cussed out by my kids. Not to my face, but probably somewhere around.
No, I've been cussed out to my face.
Mine know better.
By 2 out of the 3.
No.
I never saw the oldest. He hung out in his room.
Perfect.
He would come out,
Eat
like
food.
Lurch.
Eat food, drop off plates, refill plates.
Only drop off plates when we started hollering at him because we had run out of plates.
You too, huh?
Oh. It's like, okay, we have no forks, no spoons, 1 knife, and no plates. Could you clean your room?
Why?
And then all of a sudden, I have no room in my cupboards anymore for dishes because they're all upstairs.
Yeah, I have to do that with my oldest boy too. Every once in a while, it's just like we start.
And it's not just the boys; the girls do it too.
Not so much here. It's the one boy in particular here that will hoard plates down in his, like he has a room in the basement and he just like, he'll bring a plate of food down and it'll stay there for like a month. And then we start running out, like you said, running out of everything. And I go down there, I go down in his room and there's like a stack of everything. I was like, take that shit upstairs and wash it and put it away. Thank you. Oh, okay. It's just,
I'm gonna.
no.
When? When they sprout legs and walk themselves? They've already done that.
Yeah, sometimes they do sprout with some of the food left over.
Ugh.
Just like,
I know. Like, no, you're not conducting a science experiment in your room. Not happening. They do that shit in school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
I know.
Ugh.
I've been there. Oh yeah. So you said you had you're crackling and stuff like that. Dave will edit us again.
Am I crackling again?
No. I think you were moving something.
That
sounds like
wow. That's my remote control on the TV.
Oh, okay.
This mic is good. Better keep my farts to a minimum.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
I have not.
The mics are more sensitive than you got earbuds in.
I have not.
You would hear it secondhand.
I would know what came out of my own ass.
You would hope.
No, I would know.
Okay. Anyways, get on with your news stories there.
Okay, so I know you're a big whiskey dude.
What?
You like your whiskey. No, you like your whiskey.
Okay. I thought maybe you were making a crack at my fatness. I'm just
no.
What the? What?
No. You are a whiskey connoisseur. Is that better?
No. I drink whiskey.
You're a fan.
Fan. Connoisseur is just putting way too much pressure on me. Just like Dave calling me Batman or something like that.
That was me.
Yeah. Okay. On Dave's show.
Remember the last conversation? No. When we were talking about the comic book you got signed. I asked you about, Okay, so.
Anyways.
Came across this headline out of the UK, and it's about this bottle of 1926 Macallan Valerio Adami, which is a whiskey. I probably didn't pronounce that right. Probably butchered it all to hell.
I know Macallan. I know that brand name, and as soon as you said that, I went.
I saw. You shuddered.
Yeah, it was just like
a 1926 bottle.
That's nuts.
They call it the Holy Grail of whiskey.
Yeah.
And it just sold for a world record of 848,750 pounds.
That's
insane.
$1.1 million Canadian?
Now, the buy-in for just to get into the auction.
Yeah.
Was okay. The Holy Grail of whiskey, which dates back almost a century, has been sold for a record-breaking sum at auction. The bottle of 1926 Macallan was bought for 848,750 pounds, including a hammer price of 700,000 pounds and a buyer's premium of 148,750 pounds.
Oh.
The whiskey, which fetched the vast sum due to its rarity, vintage, and unique artwork, and it's a very pretty bottle.
I can imagine.
Had been expected to go for 700,000 pounds, between 700,000 and 900,000 pounds. Its label was designed by well-known Italian pop artist Valerio Adami. Macallan had commissioned Adami and Briton Peter Blake to come up with the labels for a very limited edition of 24 bottles. 12 carried the Adami label and 12 had the Blake design. It is not known how many of them still exist. Well, we know there's at least one.
There's at least one.
Yeah. The whiskey sold at Bonham's in Edinburgh to an unknown buyer is officially described as a 60-year-old, having been created in 1926 and bottled in 1986.
Whoa.
That is well aged.
That is well aged.
I
couldn't imagine how good that tastes.
So then it says, Martin Green from the auction house said, I am delighted at this exceptional result. It is a great honor to have established a new world record, and particularly exciting to have done so here in Scotland, the home of whiskey.
They never let you forget.
No. No, they don't.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, that's, wow.
I just wish I was that rich to buy something like that. But do you open it and drink it?
No.
But
I mean, what's the point in having this incredible whiskey if you
not
don't
to
open
drink
it?
But,
exactly.
But you have to drink it.
But you just almost spent the well, you would have spent over £1 million
Dollars.
with the premium.
Oh,
no, pounds.
Yeah. Pounds. Yeah.
With the premium and everything else.
Yeah.
Just to get a hold of the bottle. Once you open it, it loses that value. But unless you're going to sell it again, the value is insignificant.
But what does $1 million whiskey taste like?
Pretty freaking expensive.
I'm thinking like real good. What are you killing over there?
A mosquito!
A mosquito has gotten into the sanctum sanctorum?
It has. Well, no. I'm in the living room, so
Oh, okay.
there's a man in the sanctum. Yeah. Midnight shift.
Okay.
And he's back on 8, so it's 11 to 7 instead of 7 to 7.
Gotcha. So he's up there sawing logs right now.
Yes.
Yes. But $1 million.
I didn't ask you to do that. It updated my ad block, apparently. What the? Drunk birds cause havoc and crash into windows. That's a good story to follow up after $1 million whiskey.
I'm still stuck on the $1 million whiskey.
You're going to be stuck on that for a while.
I know. Maybe if I won the Lotto Max, that's $60 million. Would it be worth spending 1/60th of my winnings to get a bottle of whiskey?
I think so.
It might.
You'd have $59 million. You'd never spend that in a lifetime.
Never say
well,
never.
you know, people say that, and it's like, I'm going to try pretty damn hard.
Yeah, there's a TV show about the how Lotto ruined my life or something like that.
My Lotto win life or something like that, where they talk about all the crap they bought, and now they're working at a diner, dishing fries.
I won the Powerball, $250 million. Now I'm broke. Like,
yeah.
How do you do that? But
because, you know, they had gold everything and 15 cars.
Yeah, there was that one. I think one of the stories I had heard about. Oh,
I just converted the 814,000 pounds to Canadian dollars. $1,385,403.05.
So 1.4 million Canadian dollars.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Still worth it. I'd drink it.
You won $60 million, yeah.
Oh, what a Whiskey Wednesday that would be.
You would set the bar extremely high.
Oh, well, okay.
They'd never recover from that.
See, the bar that we set for ourselves is kind of high right now because Jason is the dessert master, and he has set the bar really high with what he calls Donald Trump brownies.
Are they?
No, but once you hear what they're called spiced Mexican brownies. The spice is cayenne. It's hot, like the spicy hot brownies.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we were discussing these the first time, and it was decided that we had to throw them over a wall to get them to the to the Whiskey Wednesday movie night. So that's
hence the name.
The Donald Trump brownies, or Trump brownies for short.
I thought maybe they were orange, pumpkin spice or something.
No. Like I said, there was a couple times that you bite into it and you get into like a pocket of cayenne. And just kind of like, whoa, okay. But
sinuses are clear.
Oh yeah. So the last one that we were at, the host is a spice aficionado. Like he grows his own hot peppers in his garden, like Carolina Reapers and these Viper Doom things. He actually made
ghost peppers.
Yes, yeah. He actually made this thing. Like it was like a dry rub for whatever, and we called it Doom powder because it's like cayenne and Scotch bonnet. It's just like 3 different types of pepper.
Dear God.
Yeah. So he dehydrated them and then ground them up into a fine, like a powder or a salt or a pepper.
He who controls the spice.
Oh, he has like a Tupperware thing full of it. And he goes, okay, you want to go easy on this stuff. And when he's saying you want to go easy on it, that means...
Don't touch it.
Yeah, it's like, call the fire department and get some hazmat gear because this stuff is just like, is going to kill you. But like I say, he had a small teaspoon in that. He goes, he takes a scoop. He goes, like it's a full scoop, teaspoon of it. He goes, see this? And he went, yeah. He goes, this will kill you.
Awesome.
And I believed him. Him. So he dumped out half of it. Did you get it?
Got him.
Nice.
I did.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, ew. So he dumps out half the spoon. He goes, see this? We go, yeah. He goes, if you take half of this, you will be on the toilet all day tomorrow, and it's not going to be fun. He goes, I know this from experience. We went, duly noted. So he dumps out till there's maybe like just half of like a little finger thumbnail or fingernail. Little finger.
Okay.
Fingernail.
Nail?
Half of that. Yeah.
On your pinky.
A
Pinky
little
nail.
pinky nail on the end of the teaspoon. He goes, this'll do. Oh, we went, really? He goes, trust me. I went, okay. So he made a homemade salsa. Then he made a habanero peach hot sauce. So, okay, he goes, this is how you do it. You get a chip, dip it in the salsa. So the salsa is hot already. So you get a scoop of the salsa. You take the spoon and you spoon out some of the habanero peach hot sauce on top of that. Then you take the little tiny bit of doom powder and put it on top of that. And you eat it all at once. And I went, like, none of us wanted to be first. We wanted to be next, but we didn't want to be first.
Because if the first guy died,
we were like,
we knew not to try it.
yeah, so we were trying to find the canary in the coal mine, and so my buddy Jeff goes, fuck it, I'm doing it. I'm going for it. We went, oh, you're a brave man. So he fires one down the hatch, and he just kind of like, he blinks. And we went, did you go into cardiac arrest? He goes, oh. He goes, that's hot. That's really hot. So we all pile up. And I get my chip ready and I fire it down the hatch. And it was kind of like licking the sun for the first second or two. It was just like, you know how like you get some hot sauces, they can be like tip of the tongue hot or side of the tongue, like the sides of the tongue or like
lip hot.
Lip hot or like you wait a second and the back of your throat is on fire. This is like the whole face kind of burst into flames. It was like, whoa. But it was stupid hot, but it had flavor. It tasted good. That's where, Rob is a stickler on taste. He likes the way things taste. He likes them hot. But it's tasty fire, not just straight fire.
Yeah.
And after a while, I think the anticipation of what could possibly happen to us outweighed how bad it really was.
Oh no.
But after, like you said, you take a couple and you kind of, I don't know if your
Your face goes numb.
it wasn't really numb, but I think you adjust to it. You're like, oh, okay, I know this level of this level of suck is where it's going to be. So And it looks like one of them, you got to embrace the suck. And we just started to fire them back. And
the conversation just spiraled into the gutter.
Oh,
sorry.
But like I said, he made a giant pot of chili that night as well. And there's like,
oh my God.
Yeah. So there's like quarter chunks of jalapenos in the chili itself. And
Jesus.
Oh yeah. It was hot. It was very, very hot, that meal.
And the next day you were all a bunch of flaming arseholes.
Technically, yes and no at the same time. I didn't have, I maybe had like one burp fired back at me the next day. But,
you got lucky.
I did. I dodged that bullet. We were texting back and forth, and Rob goes, "Can you guess where I'm texting you from?" I go, "You're on the shitter, aren't you?" He goes, "Yep." I go, "You didn't make it." He goes, "No, it's bad."
Oh.
But it was.
It must be a guy thing, because girls would never do that to themselves. Not overheat. Cheesecake, yes.
Yeah. But, well, at least it wasn't that ridiculous. Like, Rob.
Hey, you said it was like licking the sun.
Well, maybe a little hyperbole.
That would have been enough for me to go, I'm good.
No, but you got used to it.
No, you singed your taste buds.
See,
they were just...
That's the same as getting used to it.
Okay.
Just one of those body defenses. That's all it was. It worked out all right.
And that is our cooking portion of this episode. Brought to you by Chef Mike.
Oh, I wasn't the chef. I brought the whiskey that day. So I was the bartender.
Ah.
All right. So what else you got for us? Talk about those drunk birds.
Drunk birds cause havoc and crash into windows. I'm thinking they were eating fermented berries.
Yeah, that's always the way, isn't it?
Okay. Don't drink and fly. Tipsy birds cause havoc and crash into windows. A small police department in the U.S. has had a number... Why is it always the U.S.?
They're just lucky.
Has had a number of strange calls about the boozed up birds who were under the influence. Tipsy birds have been flying into windows and cars after binging on fermented berries. Police in the U.S. have said. The Gilbert Police Department in Minnesota has received a series of strange calls about the confused strangers who appeared to be under the influence. It is believed an early frost meant the berries had fermented earlier than usual, causing them to drink and fly. In a statement, they said many birds have not migrated south, so it appears to be more prevalent than the past years. It appears that some birds are getting a little more tipsy than normal. So apparently you have to be drunk to go south. Officers said younger birds could not handle toxins as efficiently as more mature birds.
It's like a metaphor for humans.
Shit! Before reassuring concerned residents that there was no need to panic and that the animals would eventually sober up. They said people should not alert police about birds unless they see Big Bird operating a motor vehicle in an unsafe manner or Tweety acting as if 10 feet tall and getting into confrontations with cats.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
What? People are calling the police department
over drunk birds. Yep.
How that is such a poor representation of where we've come. These birds are drunk. Get off my damn yard.
Oh my God. All little yearlings, they're still trying to figure out how to fly and now they're drunk.
I thought maybe if they get a disorderly conduct call or a couple birds are getting into like a knife fight in the bar section of Minnesota or something.
No, those are crows. You know, it's a rough neighborhood when.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so what is wrong with Minnesota?
There's nothing to do.
I have another report of a man, only known as Chris, was spotted by 2 police officers in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, as he crouched down at the side of the road to offer the squirrel some help. A driver stopped to give a squirrel CPR after fearing he had killed the critter with his car.
CPR.
It's not a cartoon. You can't blow in them and reinflate them.
Well, you can't.
With
if you had an air compressor and enough PSI.
Well, that's true. That's true.
You could really inflate that some bitch.
One of the officers, named only as Jeremy, captured the moment on a body-worn camera, and the video has gone viral after being shared on the department's Facebook page. And there is a video. In the video, Chris tells officers he is worried he hit the animal with his car, as the police reassure him that the squirrel is probably tumbled from the pressure of the car. The squirrel eventually springs back to life and jumps away, leaving the officers to joke to Chris that he will be up for a life-saving award.
Fuck. Well, you know, Chris is going to be petitioning City Hall for that award.
No shit! Because it's probably on video.
I am a miracle worker. I am the second coming. Who knew Jesus was in Minnesota? Uh-oh.
Ooh. Widow meets man given her dead husband's face in transplant. That would just be weird. I don't know.
Widow meets the man who received her dead husband's face.
Yeah.
In a face
transplant. In a transplant. Yeah.
That's
a woman says she has found closure after a tearful meeting with a man whose life has been changed by facial transplant surgery. A widow has had an emotional meeting with the man who received her dead husband's face in a transplant operation. Lily Ross met Andy Sandness 16 months after the surgery, made possible by her decision to donate her high school sweetheart's face to a man who had lived for a decade without one. I mean, okay, it's noble and all, but...
still fucked up.
Yeah! Mr. Sadness had put a rifle below his chin and pulled the trigger in Wyoming in 2006, destroying most of his face.
Well, see...
dude, you tried to kill... Okay. Granted, you know, he was probably having some rough times.
Okay.
He withdrew from contact... Yeah, I'm just going to leave that one. He withdrew from contact with other people after facial surgery left him severely disfigured, with a quarter-sized nose and a prosthetic nose, which subsequently fell off.
Ooh.
That would be embarrassing. But he was given hope when he made it onto a waiting list for the Mayo Clinic's face transplant program in 2016, and Mrs. Ross agreed to donate her husband's face. Her husband, Callan... Jesus, Murphy, my child just scared the crap out of me. She parks her e-bike in the back, and all of a sudden I see these red and blue lights go by in my backyard. Wow. So her husband, Callan. Okay, now this is the widow. This is the widow. Yeah.
Awesome. That was awesome.
Okay, so... Hi. So now, this is the widow's husband. Her husband, Callan, shot himself and died in southwestern Minnesota in 2016. So somebody who shot himself donated his face to another guy who shot himself. That was her alarm.
Okay. That's a weird sounding bird. He was probably drunk.
The two men's ages, blood type, skin color, and facial structure were such a near-perfect match that Mr. Sandness surgeon, Dr. Samir Mardini, said they could have been cousins.
No. Oh. No. Hold on. Wait. They were twins separated at birth at the orphanage.
You know, I'm looking at the wedding picture of the wife and her husband,
yep.
And then I'm looking at the picture of the guy who got the dude's face, and it's creepy.
You're gonna have to post that picture up.
I'll share this on our Facebook page, because The successful surgery has allowed Mr. Sandness to chew food properly again and helped him win a promotion in his work as an oil field electrician. Mrs. Ross said she has been worried about the meeting bringing back reminders of her husband. Dude, he has his face!
Yeah. How can that not be?
That's like, hello, that's a huge reminder.
Yeah.
His
You look
face.
you look like my dead ex-husband. Well, I should. I have his face.
Yeah, you know.
Whoa.
But without the same eyes, forehead, and strong cheeks, she was relieved to find Mr. Sandness looked quite different. I don't think so.
What?
The pair wept as they hugged for the first time, and Mr. Sandness...
Oh my God.
Now it's your turn to be freaked out.
The attack of the fucking 50-foot cat just happened. Hi, Katie.
Oh, Mike says hi. The animals are all coming to see her.
Yeah, you're all, Katie, she's like in front of a worldwide audience of like 10 people.
Yeah, we're our worldwide audience of 10. Yep. We are on the podcast.
Tell the world your daughter had a bug in her eye today.
She had a bug in her eye instead of up her butt for a change.
Oh, blink.
Oh, a literal bug was in my ball.
Podcasting here.
What kind of bug
I'm
was
important
it?
too.
What kind of bug was it?
A little tiny little beetle.
A little tiny little beetle.
Oh, okay.
So
Was it crawling around?
Was it crawling around? She can't hear you.
No, I think
No,
it's
you're
dead.
going to have to translate for her.
She says she thinks, I'm translating. She thinks it was dead.
When I got it out, it was like...
So it was already in her eye, and it died in her eye.
It probably died on impact.
Well, ask her.
Did it die on impact?
I think so.
She thinks so.
That and I rubbed it in my eyes.
That and she rubbed it into her eyes, so she smeared it around a little
Oh,
bit.
so she got beetle juice in her eye.
Beetlejuice! Better than beetle jizz. Although, you squished the whole bug, so you probably got some of that too. Jizz in your eye.
No, the bug was full contact.
Yes, I talked to my daughter like this, but she is 18.
Okay, but did she lift the back legs to check to see if it was a
Did
male
you
or
lift
female?
the back legs to check to see if it was male or female?
It was way too small to check.
It was way too small to check.
Well, you just get a closer look in your good eye.
Just get a closer look in your good eye. Anyway, see? Right into the gutter. That's usually where we end up.
Well, yeah. Speaking of ending up, we're at the end of the show here.
Oh, and I never did get to finish my story that you cut me off of at the beginning about going to Grounded Coffee. So,
Save it for
speaking
next
of,
week. Save it for next
a
week.
whole new one.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
All right.
Do the outro.
Thank you. I'm going to, if you would let me.
Hurry up. Do the outro.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us here at the Myth Bits podcast. Check us out at TWO, I had to think, TWOBP.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
2 MBP.
Yeah, TWO. Oh, I am. I forgot the M.
Yeah. At TWOMBP on Twitter. Facebook.com/TWOMBP
Or just look up the World of Myth Bits on Facebook.
podcast. Yeah.
But if you forget the word podcast, we'll still come up.
Yeah. What is she saying back there? Whispering in your ear?
I'm not listening.
La 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 la. Does
She wants me to.
does
She
Katie
wants
have
me
something
to
to
give
plug?
her. Yes, she does. Her photography page is Katie's Photography on Facebook. She actually really does take kick-ass pictures.
Okay, but did she pay for
Just
this
saying. She's gonna.
Okay.
She's gonna put dishes back in that cupboard.
That's not paying. That's not paying. I can't cash that. I can't buy comic books with her labor.
No, but I'll have clean dishes.
I don't care about your clean dishes. I want comic books.
My kid, my labor. Your kid, your labor.
Yeah, bro. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyways.
No, I know.
All right.
Anyway,
plug your website.
www.stephaniebarty.me, and you can find me at Stephanie Barty Author on Facebook, or my fan page, Stephanie Barty, or on YouTube, Stephanie Barty Author.
And at Lupa B on Twitter.
Yes.
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 All right.
Yes.
So,
we will see y'all next week.
bye.
Well, we won't see you. Bye.
Oh, they get it. They get it. Don't give me the finger. Rude. In front of your children.
Well.
That's just, you're the impressionable youth of Canada.
I am not a good mommy.
You're not a good mommy?
No, I'm not a good mommy.
You're not a good, let's see. Now,
I'm a great fucking mommy.
Katie, can you back up the veracity?
Can you what?
What?
What'd you say?
You said you suck.
She says I suck.
And it's now on record. And thank you for listening. We'll talk with you guys next week. Bye.
The world of Mythbits.